Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Tener's the Human, and welcome back to our Western Empire of Rebels campaign. You join Appius Rex, or Appius the Cunning, I should say, on his way to Rome. Indeed, the Eternal City is waiting for him to attack. And of course, we're going to attack from the Eastern Gate here, because the east of Rome is where the Appian Way led, so it's only fitting that Appius heads that way himself. So, a load of towers for us. There don't seem to be any reinforcements that I'm aware of. We obviously took out a large force over here on the Po River last time. So hopefully that is all that stands between us and our victory here. Now, I have actually reinforced slightly. We've got some Sarmatian Auxilia just to kind of mop up the odd bits here or there if we need it. And some peasants who are just going to be able to run the walls. Now, they do have some good units here. Between the Palatina, the Pumpatari, Command Centres and the first cohort, of course. They have some elite units to try and block us up, or decent enough anyway. The general himself, I don't know, he's an interesting one. He seems to dislike Christians, so he's an ideal guy to be taken out at this point. Although, yeah, apparently he's just a bit of an atheist, doesn't really like any of this stuff, does he? Very strange indeed. So, yeah, we're going to take on this guy. It doesn't look like he has too many good things in terms of morale, which is good for us because we're going to want to help help rout them as much as possible. Yeah, logistics is negated by are they gods, so that is all well and good. We're on neutral for this chap. So we head into there before too long. Hopefully we won't have too many problems with that. Gratias the lily-livered, the world's worst general. Minus 13 morale, was it? We could have done with him for this battle, mind you. They're going to crack that down. We might just have to take that one in the short term. Not the end of the world. We'll come back and deal with that in good time. Albeit, Burgundy now at the borders as well. Of course they are. Why wouldn't they? They don't even have a border with us, but they've decided to head over to attack us. Seems to be what's going on. We don't really have much choice at this point, though, because the Gauls are over here. The Gauls, the Celts, of course. We need to go take them on. Now, of course, we're sending at the South Gate, because before that'd be a good place to reinforce, but they're not actually sending any troops in at this point. They've got no siege equipment. Not really losing any troops of note, of course, so we'll continue to hold out and we'll just wait for the reinforcements. That'll be one more turn. So, yes, unfortunately, a good old friend, the Lily-Livered, has passed away. He flipped to us and immediately died. Well, at least he died doing what he loved, cowering in fear behind besieged walls. Now, where's the army gone? We did have a force coming to take us on this part of the world, and it's disappeared. We have some priests who are luckily going to be able to join us. That will help us out. Alright, it won't really help us out very much at all. There we go. They're heading back towards Carthage. That's fine for us because in Dimity here, of course, we're 2 turns away from the arena. At that point, it would have chilled out and we can get on with moving towards Carthage. Okay, things are looking, well, a bit random to be honest. We've got all sorts of people starting to attack us for no good reason. But I have got an alliance with the Huns now. If we go look at our diplomacy, it's not a bad place to be. The Huns here are also allies with the Franks too, so that's good. We've got a bit of a three-way alliance here. They're actually allied with the Eastern Empire. We obviously can't because they're still allied with the West, but that's fine. It does just give us a couple friends, if nothing else. So it does mean that, yeah, between us and the Franks, we have ourselves a bit of a standoff over here in Northern Europe. That should at least try and hold the position somewhat. So I guess we've, I'm not sure there's going to be an awful lot this turn. It's literally the start of the turn now, but it does seem awfully like there's not a lot more we can do. Oh yes, that's the other thing we were going to do. Land an army over here in Sardinia. Now, unfortunately, we can't get the men to the city. We can do is get the cav. So we'll go and do that. Tell you what, we'll get the ladders sorted first and foremost. That will work for us. Marvellous stuff. If they want to attack us, then they are welcome to do. Actually, if they sally forth, that'll just attack us, won't it? You know what? Potentially we can win that. He's 62. If they want to sally forth, we might actually win that anyway. We will see about this. I can't actually remember how these guys are in battle, in rude health. Well, that's certainly going to help. Okay, yeah, not too bad. How about you over here? Known to be pious, lovely, lovely stuff. Drill master. Oh, arg! If you, all we had to do was move drill master over to this chap here, and we could have made it. Oh well. what's done is done, ladies and gents. Right, we're going to end the turn, see what goes on. They might well take Vinda the Corum, but otherwise we're just going to wait for the siege on Rome. Yes, and so you might expect Augusta Vinda the Corum is under attack. I don't think we can win this in any way. Maybe, just maybe with Gratianus the Lily Livers we had a chance to do some damage to the Cav, but no. I think we're in big trouble, so yeah, we'll automatically resolve that one. We'll take that defeat, sadly, and we'll start moving on. We've got more important battles to get on with. It's a bit of a lost cause, so do not worry about that whatsoever. Can they reach us? They can get to the outside, but actually if they want to take us on the field, we're actually much better off, although the gates are open. Ah, that's tempting. 3 towers is not enough, even with open gates, though. I don't fancy our chances there. We've got too many archers who useful in the field, but not so much in defending a city. So let us not head in straight away. That's been occupied. Rebellion or worse. Hopefully, a nice big rebellion from the Eastern rebels there. Good friends of ours, albeit we don't tell that to the Eastern Empire, of course. So finally, we can get ourselves some more troops in to defend us over here. Join them all together and go give them a poke. Ah, ha, 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 ha. He doesn't like this, does he? Who we got here? The faction leader, who frankly doubts about the gods, is going to help us quite a bit. Lower morale. I reckon we might have to turn these guys over, actually. -1 morale is looking very good for us. What have we got on the other hand? Scant Trust, Testy. Not a lot, actually. We've got in the pink, but that is it. Not the most exceptional general in here. Why don't we know his retinue? He's literally our army. Ridiculous. Right, let's go and actually look at this guy's army, because apparently we're not allowed to know. What do you... Oh, you literally have no retinue. Okay, you are absolutely useless. Right, let's head in. Let's clear out the Celts to start us off with. It's always what any good chap should do. You know what? I'm not going to allow them to be controlled by the AI because it's not really worth it. It's just peasants and a general. He'll get himself killed. We will head in with these forces. Let's remind ourselves what they've got. Some wolfhounds, which is lovely. I can't remember if they're really any different to the old unit on Rome Total War. Scotti chariots, which... honestly, we should be able to shoot down with some bows if we're sensible. Galaglasses, no shields, but pretty darn strong. They come into battle. Same with the Hounds of Kulan, no shields. Yeah, they really lack shields, really. Very vulnerable to arrows, so I reckon if we hold back, we're absolutely fine. They are low on cav here, Scotti chariots, and the Galaglasses, of course. So, yeah, the Noble Clansmen even. Yeah, they're very low on cav. Very vulnerable to missiles, so we'll head in and we'll take them out. Let's go. Obviously, my reinforcements have arrived. They've decided to completely ignore everything I wanted of them. So I guess we're going to go send all our cavalry out to this flank here and hope he doesn't completely commit suicide. So, good news indeed. Get those chariots taken out, please, my good hippos. And technically, they're hippotoxide hippos anyway. The hippos are Eastern units, but these guys are hippos as far as I'm concerned. So we'll go and worry about that later. They are just running straight forward with absolutely no plan whatsoever, aren't they? Okay, works for me. Let's charge into those kerns, and you guys go and take them out. Actually, we've got a load of javelin units that I have not set onto javelin. So, get your javelins working ASAP, please. They are sort of getting that cav around that flank. Need to be a bit careful, but I have got my spearmen on the flanks just to make sure that we are covered. So there's a route straight away. That's marvellous indeed. Go after the wolfhounds and start getting into the flank. You just hit those peasants. That'd be magnificent indeed. Worried about the flank over here. We should be able to hold position pretty darn well. Good news, you sir. Come back, deal with those Hounds of Kulan. It could be a big problem indeed. We are just wrapping them up pretty well here. Hounds of Kulan are a big problem, sir. Don't get yourself stuck in them properly. That is good for you. Right, their general is coming in at this point. I'm going to go and get my general round this flank to go and clear them out. We are a little bit stuck in a melee here. I don't want to be stuck in a melee with Galaglasses. Just want to charge them. I forgot about that, and now I've got them killed. Bit of a problem. Right, you go and hit the back of those spearmen just to make sure they're being cleared out there. What have we got in terms of this battle here? We have a load of cav that means go and clear out, so we'll go and grab those. These guys have turned into The Schiltrum, we almost charged straight into the Schiltrum. That would have been hilarious. By hilarious, I mean very deadly indeed. You guys, go and charge them. Who's breaking someone terrible? Okay, that's fine. This is actually not going as well as I thought it was, actually. You guys, go and clear them out. We need you guys to start heading in, actually. Get the flanking maneuver going. Spearman, you get out there as well. It's a bit of a messy one, actually. Very messy. Very messy indeed. We'll go charge into these guys. You guys head in there, and you start heading forward with your javelins. Same going for this. We just need everyone to start heading in at this point. Oh, wow. They are completely breaking us over there. Is it just the... I don't know. Something's going a bit mental. Anyway, we are breaking them in positions. In other positions, we're falling apart. This is... yeah, this is scruffy. Better go and take out that general, actually. Everyone head into the general. Into that general. And if we can get those Hounds of Kulan, that'd be magnificent. This is way too messy, this battle. Try and get those chariots. My chaps back here are not helping themselves at all. No. You know what? Just go and head into them properly, and we'll deal with the skirmishing problem later. Everyone in on this general, and we'll take those out. That's the general gone. He's gone. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, their chariots are causing us so many problems. So many problems. This is complete chaos. Mainly it's us breaking in horrendous fashion. Yeah, those chariots are just a nightmare. We'll get everyone into this pile here. We'll go deal with those Hounds of Kulan who are berserk. But I think that's the last one at this point. So there we are. They're good. The Galaglasses will hopefully break as we pin them in. You guys run into there. This is just the worstly fought battle in quite a long time. To be honest, I know I've been away for a week. I generally haven't played this campaign in about 3 weeks at this point because I've recorded a bit ahead in order to be able to go away, of course. So, yeah, I barely know what's happening. At this point, everyone seems to be dead. Let's just stop where we are. At this point, I have something. I mean, we pretty much won, but it's been a complete chaotic mess, this thing. Scotto chariots over there. That's fine. You guys head into there. You guys head into them. That'll be absolutely fine. Yeah, if we just get all of these, all of the guys who started running away to start heading into them, that'll be fine. The reinforcements are actually helping quite a lot, to be fair. We just need to make sure that we take out whatever we can at this point. So largely, we're actually in a position we want to be, which is, yeah. Oh, that's not good for the general there. Right, this. Largely in the position we want to be, which is we've managed to push them pretty much to destruction. Be very careful with the chariots, but we have at least got them to break at long last. Perfect stuff. So Pictus Spearmen are in position, and we hit them in the rear with our replacement general. Lovely colours on these guys. That's quite beautiful, isn't it? They're trying to get into Schiltrum at this point, but I don't think it's working. No, you guys go and mop them up. Don't really know what's remaining. It's just those Pictus Spearmen, all missiles. Head into these guys. Anyone else who's got any missiles, you guys just throw into them as well. Right, we've won with some men left alive, frankly. Let's just make sure these Celts are completely dead and buried. Yeah, a few too many world cards with a couple of Hounds of Kulan, those Scottish chariots. Unfortunately, they're all a bit vulnerable to missiles, but we didn't really have missiles to take advantage of that. In retrospect, probably should have kept a tighter line. They came at us very wide, and that's probably the best tactic they could have done in that circumstance. But at the end of the day, we are going to clear them out. Let's get everyone lining up nice and close to these guys at this point. You stop where you are and just throw your javelins. That'll be magnificent. We'll finish up whoever we need to. So, mop them up, and we'll see where we stand on the map from this. To be fair, though, we might as well go and take Britain at this point, because there can't be much else that they have. We've essentially cleared everything out at this point. I don't imagine the Romans have a lot there. We've got to worry about the romano-british, of course, but we'll take out the Celts first, because normally they just have one army they leave hanging around. So it turns out the peasants have won the day here, ladies and gentlemen. It's all down to these lads scaring their Celts away. Magnificent stuff. Rome will be amazed at such a victory. Well, I mean, to be fair, it's still a clear victory. It just felt incredible. It was incredibly messy. There's no feeling about it. It just was messy, very messy indeed. But victory is ours, and that was essentially what we needed there. Definitely could have done it without the reinforcements, mind you. So, what do we want to do in this area then? Well, we definitely need to get some of these troops reorganised. We're just going to merge because we frankly don't have any other choice. We'll merge these guys. To be honest, I can send all you guys onto this campaign as well. I'd quite happily do it. We will spend what tiny non-existent money we have on a single boat. We'll send that around up to the north. The rebels will leave us alone, so with any luck we can make that work for us. Daily games can now go down to yearly games. Good news indeed. Yeah, we need to go and sort that out around the Empire because we're spending way too much on public order in regards to games. But a lot of them we can't do anything about. Okay, if this force is going to wander off this way, we might as well start putting them to chase because I reckon we can pretty much send this army out at this point. Get ourselves some peasants. We'll send the rest out of the city. Are they going to be chill? Well, having just said we need to sort out the economy by stopping doing that, we've immediately gone and done it. So that's all well and good. We will go and stand on the bridge. We'll get the boat over here so next time we can head off in that direction anyway. We do have ourselves a general here who I'd like to just lay a watchtower, to be honest. Oh yes, we're having all sorts of weird issues with the game. Won't let me do it. It's quite annoying, to be honest, but not the end of the world. I'm sure we'll be absolutely fine. So the cat's been cleared out. We need to do with a spy in this part of the world. I have some spare ones over here, don't I? Where is the nearest one? It might well be that one in Campus Frissi. Actually, I'm sure someone was kicked out of here last turn. Where's my spy alumni? There you are. You're not actually any nearer. Fine. Campus Frissi, it is. You, sir, can head over here. You might be a turn behind, but yeah, if we can gather our forces, start sending them forward, we will. So, who's ridiculously weak? Just these couple men. We can leave those 9. They're actually still useful for mopping up. Send those guys ahead. To be honest, we might as well send the general as well. He's got no personality. He won't be missed. So it's going to take Londinium. We'll leave Barracum. I think that's the other city, isn't it? Go and leave York. Don't want the romano-british to turn up before we're ready for them. But we will deal with those in time. Right, time to end our turn, see what's going to happen. And obviously, the real question is, are they going to be foolish enough to send these reinforcements in to attack me at Rome? Apparently Rome has conquered, so that's just a loyalist revolt. Where is that? Londinium? That's amazing. That is absolutely brilliant. This invasion is going to be so much easier now. Thank you very much, sir. He is indeed a Christian. Zeno Emilianus. Fantastic, fantastic stuff. And not a bad set of forces here. A load of foederati, albeit, but we can just go and smash into these chaps. Oh, that is... It's just what we want to see. Ah, but curious, Maximanus of Burdigala, whoever you were, he is now dead. That's fine. A new factionaire, Sextus Rex, of course, the son of our leader here. He's got himself a drill master retinue. That's magnificent to have. And yes, he is now the Caesar. Marvellous in the pink, open-handed, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, he's got some alright little bits and pieces there. Can't argue with that. We'll get you. To be honest, do you want him to... Is he better off on the boats or not? You know what? He can get to this river crossing. That's really where we want him. So we'll get him here. We'll lay down a watchtower on the way. That'd be magnificent. We'll send this boat just to continue just shadowing us, I suppose. To be honest, they can't reach us. We'll keep on moving. Keep on moving. Thank you very much. Sassanids and the... Okay. That's an unusual alliance we don't see very often on this game. Eastern Empire and the Sassanids. Don't know how that's happened. Very strange indeed. But yes, Loyalist Revolt in Londinium. I absolutely love it. That really, really plays into our hands. We'll head into there pretty soon. Where are we standing with Rome? We're actually starting to chunk down their numbers, which would be bad for us, to be fair. I wouldn't mind seeing how that goes, but frankly we are very low on money. Well, we have been very low on money. We're very low on troops in this part of the world, so I'm going to start getting a few units out to just make sure we are safe. I'm not completely convinced we're going to be fine here. So actually, what's your name? Augustus Acilio, you head back to Salmon Believer. That's kind of your home. You can shipwright. Always get the shipwright. Get the money pumping in. And to be honest, this army here, a bit battered, but frankly, I reckon we'll be in a good place. Yeah, we'll be in a good place to go and send them up to the Celts next turn. We can get this guy onto the boat, of course. He will join us, and we'll get moving forward. Gallic, a Gallic Navy. We can't. Can we take them out? Can we? Let's have a go. Average defeat. That was stupid because I needed that boat. Oh well. We'll get another boat. It was worth a poke, to be honest. It was well worth giving it a go. Unfortunately, they've now got 2 experience, and that's a bit of a problem for us. However, these are all the annoying troops, so we really could do with taking them out. It just suggests, though, that they're completely weak up in the north up there. So we can go and take these 2 towns off them. That will be magnificent stuff. I reckon them. Londinium, 1702 on the income. Nice bit of income for us. Yeah, I reckon Londinium just needs to take out these chaps. So we'll go ahead into these guys first and foremost. For some reason they want to do it. They have reinforcements. Some more guys hiding in the forest. Just some more archers. Honestly, I think this is a good chance for good old Zeno here to show us what he's got. So, Zeno, let's head into battle. Let's go. I completely missed that this is obviously a river crossing. We're technically crossing the Thames, I suppose. So, yeah, the world looks interesting over here. We've got Essex. Is the beach of Southend, I guess. Okay, yeah, this is maybe not completely realistic. So we're just going to get the cavalry around the flank. That'll be absolutely fine. The reinforcements coming in from the back. We actually do have another crossing over there, which is grand. It's a bit dry for old London. I mean, it's been a bit of a hot summer so far, and to be fair, the grass in where I live isn't too far from this colour. But yeah, it's a little bit over the top, lads. Let's sort it out a little bit, please. Thank you very much. What is my archer's range here? Not good enough. Terrible, in fact. So, yeah, here come the cavalry thundering in to absolutely annihilate these guys. To be honest, let's just send 2 of these guys out to one flank because we don't need all of those to take on those archers. Lovely stuff. You guys pull out immediately because they're going to start throwing javelins at you, I imagine. Doesn't say they're reloading. Yeah, there we are. Reloading. That's absolutely fine. Move out of the way before you get yourselves killed. Right, one of you go and take on them. That is magnificent. And as for you, go and take them on. We'll just start flanking them. And to be honest, at this point, might as well get these guys across the river. And the general will join us into those competencies. And plough, and plough them some more. Just a few men in the charge. Not the most economic use necessarily, but I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine. These Foederati have charged into their archers, who apparently seem to be putting up a little bit of a fight, but that's absolutely fine. We'll just start pulling ourselves around the map at this point. General, you get yourself over here post haste. You guys are about to get javelins thrown into your behind. Don't do that. But now you can turn around because I'm pretty certain these guys will flatten them as we hit them in the rear. Woohoo! So they are completely broken. That's good. You guys go and get your revenge. Some of you just got shot in the back. General, you're not actually supposed to engage them front on. What we want to do is hit them in about 8 different angles. So javelins are going to get them into battle. To be honest, so you might as well just get going because they're about to get hit from all angles, and the battle will be over before we knew it. Amazingly, they are actually holding out. I don't know how. No, they're gone now. They are completely gone. So, isn't it beyond belief? Apparently some of our lads managed to get themselves to wreck. How did you lose to the archers? You utter fools. Well, okay, fine. Right, you guys. Filthy pilchards, the lot of you. Why are you running away?
They are not soldiers, only frightened rabbits running.
Frightened rabbits. Damn and blast, they're going to cross the red line of destiny, and with that, they are safe. Very, very sad indeed. How they managed to fight off my cab, I don't know. Anyway, we'll mop up what's left. Just a few men, but I suppose for taking out some proper units of competencies, it's kind of Kind of fair enough, I suppose. You guys, please don't throw javelins in. That's not going to end well for us. So, cleared them out. We've lost a few men. Probably more than we should have, really. But, you know, sometimes cavalry a bit lighter than you remember. So, victory for us over there. It's not the happiest town, actually. I hadn't noticed that until this point. So, we will... Actually, can we even merge them? We're actually going to have a few problems if we do, aren't we? Yeah, so... We'll leave those two as they are. We'll recruit some peasants just to fill the numbers. So peasants actually do give you less on this. Let's have some spearmen just to help us out. That'd be magnificent stuff. And we'll go take out those Celts before long. Lovely stuff. Right, things are coming together in that part of the world, which is magnificent. They're sort of wandering around a bit aimlessly here around Ravenna. So we'll let them get on with it for the time being. Right, Appius the Cunning, he is obviously outside Rome. We'll give it one more turn. We'll give it one more turn. I actually don't want these guys to come and join in. They're a bit too much, probably. But yeah, we'll give it another turn to see if we can just whittle down the numbers just a tiny bit before we start focusing on the Celtic campaign. Okay, young candidate for adoption here. I say young, 28, but you know what? Rational concerns and Christian, that's what we want to see. So I'm happy with that. Londinium, yeah, I did just smash up the temple, by the way, in case you were shouting at me for missing that. I have indeed taken it down, but yeah, we will need to continue to construct our lovely Christian temples. Yeah, money is now pouring back in, which is very good news indeed. We could, yeah, very much do with that. Now, the Saxons have turned up at Barbarian. They might actually win that on this occasion. Okay, we're going to have to go in to take these guys out. Can we? No, we can't get back down here because we fled way too far, and these 40 aren't going to be enough to take that on. Wow, they're a very odd army indeed. You know what? Should we just circumvent them? I reckon we should. You know, we can't. We have to go this. We have to go this way now. So you know what? That's what we'll do. We're just going to head over there and just see if we can tempt them into attack. We'll just send a boat across if we need to, so we'll grab another one there and go and sort that out. Okay, we'll just head over to to Ireland instead, lads. That works for me. We're going to take them out that way. Fine. Right, we put off Rome long enough. I think it's time to head in because we're going to need to send this army back north to deal with those chaps. Oh yes, of course, we have Carus over here. They never actually bothered attacking us. We really should have dealt with this last turn. But you know what, now we have ourselves plenty of troops to walk in. We will simply auto-resolve that. Take that out. Exterminate the population. Smash down the temple. Smashy. And with that, we'll have a good old Christian temple. We'll convert it in a couple turns. I'm sure we'll be all fine. Get a couple units retrained. Oh yeah, obviously we do damage to the city when we do that. Useless, lads. Useless. Right. I think in general, though, we're looking quite good over here. The fleet of one ship, as ever, is fine for the time being, I guess. And yeah, we already have troops to go and take on Carthage, so I'm not too worried about that. Send these guys to the bridge. They want to take us on. They probably fancy their chances, actually. And that works for me. Only thing is, do I want some more men for this? You know what? Boost Solari, not the worst idea in the world. I'm a bit worried, though, that they might hire those units. So you know what? I'm just going to hire them all. I've got the money, let's waste it immediately. But that's more about them not having it than me having it per se. So lovely. London has itself a lovely Christian shrine. We've built St. Paul's Cathedral, sort of. That's all well and good. We'll get the retraining done. We'll leave that last unit. We want to retrain some more troops, probably some combatants. Actually, let's get ourselves a new boat. A trireme wouldn't be a bad idea. Let's send this boat up here as a scout. Can't see a lot with it, to be honest. It's a bit of a shame, but not the end of the world. Saxons are neutral at the moment, but obviously there is a potential war at some point. So, okay, we are ready to deal with them in time. I'm still interested in how tempted they're going to get by all of this weakness that's sitting around them. Unfortunately, we can't go and recruit our good old rebel friends over here to go deal with them. They might wander off. They do sometimes. So we'll see if they're... yeah, let's see if the roadblocks want to help us out, but they're not really in the right position for that. Into Rome then, into Rome, and along the Appius way, the gates are open again, which is grand. 7 towers. We have more towers than they'll really be able to go and block. Well, I say that they've literally got over 72 infantry. But I think we're in a good position. The silver sword, silver shield is the thing that really concerns me in this battle. It actually, yeah, it should be 3-2. Cunning though he is, it's going to be a tough one. But at 64, he hasn't really got much more time to take. We have ourselves an eagle, which is only actually +1 command. Bit of a shame that, but not the end of the world. Let's just see what we've got in terms of our morale. I can't actually remember what we are at with this. So doesn't look like he's got very much, but he does actually have +2 command from the Sutton Walls, which is good in the pink as always. Grand, of course. Astute wife, great commander, hero, vanquisher. Okay, local hero is 1. There's not a lot more because sanguinary cancels it out. We've been in too many battles. Okay, well, we've got neutral morale. But you know what? Appius the Cunning is heading into Rome. I don't know what that temple's there for because I'm pretty sure Rome is Christian. Let's head in. Let's clear them out. This is the big one. In we go.
And at the last, brave Romans, I say this: strength and honor to you all!
Strength and honour. I was honestly expecting a much more interesting speech there. Right, of course the gates are open, which is grand. This gate, what is it? This is the Imperial Palace. So, Rome, Rome, Rome. How are we going to get into your plaza? Yes. Actually, we're in quite a good position, aren't we? Because the palace is there. We're straight around to the plaza. Yeah, is it the level 4 cities which are brutal? The level 5 ones are actually fine, particularly when you enter through this gate here. But of course, he's going to take the Appian way in. It's the only way he can come. So we've got siege engineer, lots and lots of magnificent things. Obviously, we've got ourselves the Colosseum over here. The game struggles a lot when it comes to... there we are. There's all the lovely bits of modelling for the Colosseum. Very nice indeed. Got ourselves a tree. Right, better get ourselves into battle. At the end of the day, we could have some big problems. Yeah, we could have some big problems from that infantry. I'm a little bit worried. So what I want to do is probably get around them as much as possible and see if we can be clever here or there. So, Scutiarii, we're going to see what you can do. I wanted to hold a few units back in reserves, which probably should be Libertani, but they did the most experience, so maybe that'll be for the best. Let's get some men in over here. Must remember, though, we can use, of course, the good old ballista from the towers themselves if the game is going to be good about it. Normally it's a bit mean about it, so I'm going to get myself set up. Probably just going to head straight in the front here and we'll go and take Rome. Let's see what we've got then. We have ourselves the first cohort right on the gate. Interesting. Palatina over here. Nothing to go and guard us in this position, so we're going to send a load of troops and go and sort that out. That is good to see. Good to see indeed. I have actually got some archers hidden, I say hidden, over this end over here. So we're going to run those over in that direction. We can hopefully start getting some angled shots in. Now actually what I'm probably going to do is just charge some people in through the front here. So let's send in our 2 generals. We'll just start them piling in, and to be honest, I reckon these 2 extra units are going to come in after us along with the cavalry. So got ourselves some open gates, might as well use this one here. Pile through. Probably should have sent some around the other flanks, but you know what, it's all well and good. We're all fine. Peasants can come over here. They're going to run around the walls at some point when we need to. That's annoying, but that's, you know, it's going to happen, not the end of the world. You go and help with the next wall over there. Thank you very much. Right, we're going to pile in the front here. Sure, we'll all be fine. You just try and run straight through, and we'll just pile through them. We'll get them surrounded. They will break. They are apparently still eager, which is interesting. Some javelins coming up from above, which is not good indeed. A heroic death. Maximus Rex, no. Oh, he hasn't survived. Well, that is sad, sad indeed. But it's had to come at a cost, and the cost of his very son. That is not a good start for us. But we're going to plough our way through, and that is good indeed. Right. Keep going, on to the next general. Don't let it be for nothing. And the infantry Where are you? You come and take these guys on. You come and pour in. Ha ha ha! Yes, see, they're pouring off the walls now because they can see that we have arrived through the gates and we've taken it. General, keep going forward. We're just going to take them on. Oh, yes, lovely stuff. Okay, step on the path to victory, so they say. Towers at the walls. Okay, that's fine. You know what? I reckon Appius and your son Maximus, you two can go ahead on and deal with them. Get the Sarmatians back here. Go and take on those committed tenses. What I actually need at this point is most of you just to start running in here. You know what? Just go and head us up. Just go and help. Just go and help. Thank you very much, sir. As for you, archers, go and do the same. Just kind of get yourselves in this general direction. Magnificent. All these towers are still just getting ready, which means those troops are actually out of the action. You guys head back. That'll be absolutely fine. Pull out of there. Lovely stuff. They're actually holding on surprisingly well in general. Our general is taking on theirs. This is a big bout here. There's loss of his son. He must be absolutely furious here. If we were playing Three Kingdoms, he would have gone into a blind rage and on a complete manic, furious spree at this point. His son's entire retinue are now dead. They have fought and fought and fought to avenge him. We are, of course, getting a few... Yes, there we go. Their general's down. We've got a few breaks here or there, but that's fine. They're just holding the gate as we get ourselves set. So you guys throw some javelins in to help. That'd be absolutely magnificent. Lovely stuff. Are any of you on the walls yet? Any of you? Yes, some of you are. Okay, peasants, you get yourselves up here. Thank you very much. Who's actually in the tower here? Scooty Eye. The problem is right now, is that we've got these guys on the walls and they've immediately abandoned the walls. So there we go. Right, on the plus side, we are getting people on top, which means we're about to take the gateway. And once we've got the gateway, everything's going to start going in our favour over at the front here. Lovely. They actually can't click on that properly, which is a little bit of a problem. Sarmatians are stuck into the first cohort. Pull out of there, sir. Pull out of there. Lovely. Well done, Sarmatians. You've done your job. You've held them off for the time being. Now it's time for Appius Rex to come along and join in. Ah, no. We'll pull back here. We're going to pull them into us and we're going to sandwich them with the general unless they want to get pulled around all over the place. I don't know if they want to do that or not. Right, you guys get yourself into there and commit tenses. Just go and take that next wall. That will all be grand. Lovely stuff. You know what, at this point, sirs, you might as well get yourselves over here nearer to the action. These archers are no longer of use to us where they are. We are going to go and deal with them. Ah, I was meaning to sandwich these guys. Let's go and sandwich. Let's go and sandwich. Right, we're going to hit those in the side. They're not going to like it. Good hit from the Sarmatians. Pull out of there. And then the general's going to hit them. Well done, sir. Pull back out of that. We do not want him. We don't want Appius getting javelin to death. That'll be ridiculous and not what we want to see. But if he were to die in taking Rome, completing his mission, well, you know what? He would be content with his life's work. Would you please actually do what I'm asking you, which is run over there to get yourself some rum. Okay. What is going on at this point? What is going on? We have got ourselves a few Palatina fighting at the gate there. What I probably need is all infantry at this point, to be honest, apart from those peasants. Might as well go and take on the walls. Just to start heading in over here. Just all of you run in this direction. Sarmatians, you get around and hit them in the back. Just keep them busy for a moment while Appius realigns himself. So you line yourself up for the charge. They're about to break because they are trapped in a massive sandwich. Here comes the Horn of Destiny because Appius really needs to get this charge right. Blow that horn, sir. Don't know where he is. He's right at the back, which is good news indeed. Sarmatians, if you can pull out there safely, please do. Appius is not going to face the first cohort particularly well, but the reinforcements are flooding in at this point. Right, you go and charge those commanders. He's now actually sandwiched. The sandwicher has become the sandwiched, and with that, Appius is going to charge these guys down. He's actually at the front this time, I think. So, into them, he's getting a little bit tired. Let's just head ourselves around, and we're going to get Appius back to safety while his men start coming into reinforce, because he's a little bit isolated at this point. He's done his job. He's done his job to taking out their general, and he's got us in a strong position. So, get yourself around there. You're tired. I know you're tired. However, head around the plaza. We'll get you back to safety as the rest of your men come in to help us out. Lovely stuff. Right, over here, our men are starting to reinforce. This is good indeed. Plumbetari are going to throw javelins in. Don't get into battle. You're not supposed to do that. They're spearmen. Please ignore the spearmen, sir. That is not what's supposed to happen here. Get yourself out of there. Thank you very much. Appius is now making his way around this side street, and that's going to be right into his friends over here. Those archers are going to have to, I'm afraid, just stand there and fight these guys for a moment. But look, all of their troops are coming in. All of my troops are coming in. With that, we need to start heading in so that these commanders who are taking us on and winning. Their infantry is better than ours. We must remember this. Okay, all is good. All is good. The general Appius is coming around. Appius, get yourself over here quick now. At this point, we need you over here. You guys, we still have the first cohort. First cohort are in good shape, it should be said. So the first cohort should be absolutely fine if we can bring them in. All archers, apart from you who are fighting, get yourselves back here. We could do with you all together at this point. Only person who's not here is the peasants, who I think are still wandering around a tower. So, General's going to come in, and I reckon that will potentially end this particular conflict. They'll probably stand and fight for a moment, but I'm not sure it's going to last too long. Here comes the General. Horn of Destiny has been blown, and the General's come in, and he's caused a rout here. Yep, there we are. The mass rout is going on, and they are breaking like crazy. The first cohort have come in to mop them up. There we are. Appius, once again, proving to be a great hero. His son has fallen in the battle, but he will fight on, damn it. He will fight on. This is a glorious day. He was trying to show his son the ropes, but he might well yet have to father a new heir. He's got more sons anyway, including the forgotten one, which is actually his adopted friend. So it's all absolutely fine. Right, all infantry onto these guys, apart from you peasants to stay where you are. That's absolutely fine. In comes the javelins. General, you are supposed to be moving over here for the sandwich, but whatever, just get yourself killed. It's all fine. Right, well, I wouldn't say it's been messy. It's obviously been a tough little affair, because they are, you know, silver sword, silver shield, decent units with epic stone walls, but the gates being open certainly helps us out a little bit. Let's go mop them up. Missile troops, get yourselves moving forward. In fact, to be honest, it's only these two left on the plaza at this point. The rest of them about to get mopped up. We don't have any more cav apart from the general. So yeah, we'll see what we can mop up, but onto the plaza. We're just going to get ourselves set up on the plaza here. These guys are running back and forth to their own death. Palatina are quite happy and chilled out where they are. It's all good. All works for us at this point. So archers will start shooting in. They're in position. We're ready to go. Here we are then. Here's the Imperial Palace of Rome, ladies and gentlemen. There is the Colosseum. Circus Maximus must be around somewhere. I don't even know at this point where any of it is. Christian Basilica, of course, is Rome. So they do have themselves a lovely basilica. There is what will be the Vaticanizer bows. So, shoot down what we can at this point. This is Grand Pumpatari over there and Auxilia Palatina. Archers, go and get yourself over into this position. Thank you very much. We'll go and grab our lovely men. They will line themselves up at the edge of the plaza, something along those lines. Marvellous stuff. And yeah, it looks like they're actually heading into us at this point. So send the general into the flank. Slow it down. Actually off the plaza. It's complete madness. So there we are. We're on the plaza at this stage. Get the general around. We'll just let them take us on if that's what they want to do. Get the infantry there. General, finish this thing right here. This isn't the end of the empire, but this is the capital, and this is them pretty much destroyed. Blow that horn of destiny, sir, one final time, and that is Rome, ladies and gentlemen. Appius Rex What a grand hero. He's still hacking down the last few men personally. That is the way he does it, ladies and gents. He's been a great hero. He is 64 years old. He has seen his son fall in the taking of the city here. It was through sheer bravery. That he managed to get himself killed. But it was a noble cause. It was a noble cause. And Rome has been taken here. With this, the rebellion doesn't quite end here. But, of course, we are now the preeminent power. And we start considering the fact that we are now the Empire. We're not technically yet, but we essentially are. A bit of mopping up to do. Lots of kills on both sides. Olympius Flavius here has done a bit of damage to us, but he was no match for Appius Pius at the end of the day. Sadly, it has come at a loss. Divide and conquer. Yes, divide our son into 4 pieces wasn't the idea, damn it. But Rome is ours. Exterminate the population. There we go. There we go. I don't know what's left of the Romans at this point, or at least that particular set of men, but there we go. Right, well, let's have a little look at our that's not on there, thank you, and our family tree. So here we are. Appius the Cunning, Mercurius Maximus. That was the one I said, who are you? That was the son we forgot about last time. Yeah, that's his mate, the original factioner who died peacefully about a turn ago. So here we are then. Maximus Rex has passed away, and with that, no heir. No heir. He had no child. He died in battle taking Rome. He'll be remembered very fondly indeed. Victor Rex has been ignored. Don't know what Victor Rex has done. He's handsome. He's handsome. Is welcoming to foreigners. Okay. So some slight bad things there. Yeah, I would definitely say you're the better choice. Sextus Rex, where are you right now? Where are you? You're the one in North Africa. You're going to take Carthage. You're going to do what all good Romans should do and burn it to the ground and shower it in salt. Good. Carthago delenda est to you as well, sir. So with his youngest son having passed away, the reigns passed to a new friend. Oh, yes, the carriage ballistae. I love the chariot. The ballista chariots are the best / most ridiculous unit in all of the game. I love them so much. Okay, let's get a few men retrained, particularly the ones who have been chopped down to virtually nothing here. That'd be magnificent, but we're obviously going to train those guys up. That is magnificent stuff. Yes, this bloke here, good old Canny, good mate, is going to go and check out Tarentum, which we have a little bit of an idea of because of Salona. It's actually plagued, so maybe don't head in there straight away. They will not have much to hold on in that case. Maximus Rex. This man has died as true Roman should, slain whilst performing heroic, glorious deeds. Yes, taking Rome by his father's side. Slain though he was. Wow, that was a big day for us. Rome has been taken, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, it's probably about the right place to leave it. I tell you what, before we do, we will go and set things up. Sadly, Maximus Rex, there were no great deeds to speak of per se. He was literally just taken under his father's wing to go and set up the new empire that we obviously are setting up as the rebels here. Right, well, obviously when we take out the Western Empire, we will have to do what we did with the Eastern Empire rebels. We will become the Western Empire, and obviously I'm going to have to play around a bit to do that. Now, with Rome, we should actually get the little help message up, but I think I've taken that out of the files, so I'm going to have to fiddle around with the files to make that work. The trigger is supposed to be Rome. I've obviously played around and got rid of that, so yeah, that's an interesting point there. I will have to go and set that up because I don't want the game to end when I take out the Empire. That will indeed happen if I'm not careful about it, so we'll worry about that next time. Next time then, ladies and gentlemen, next time the Celts. Turns out they're not done. They've gone and sent their faction leader Naton over here to go and deal with us, who should be 9. 2 Hounds of Kulan, 2 of the Warhounds. We've got Scotti Chariots, we've got Galaglas. They've hired all the mercenaries here, which is annoying because I could finally afford them. And yes, that's not particularly great there. Okay, we will leave. We'll leave the boat for now. Don't worry about the boat. Probably better to get some actual troops. Oh, we can't get any troops. Oh well, boat to this. No, the boat to this. We'll get the peasants retrained. They are brave peasants, as I'm sure we can all agree. Right, well, Boudical is unhappy after the death of the forgettable man. But apart from that, the Empire is okay. We obviously lost Augusta Ventilocorum today. That's not actually a problem, though. We are happy to sacrifice that in order to get ourselves set up with Rome. He might well have to head north very soon. Yes, we have these chats, but no, I'm going to get some nations. That'll be absolutely grand. We can actually get new bodyguards, which is lovely. Lots of great infrastructure for us now that we've got Rome. We'll have to go and make sure we deal with Calice here, but it'll very quickly turn with 2 Christians in the region. We'll go check that out. I'm sure it's absolutely fine. Yeah, it's turning at 10% a turn. I'm sure we can make that work for us in a few turns. Right, next time, as I said, we'll have to go head towards Carthage. We'll burn that down with our new faction there. Obviously, Appius Rex is not necessarily long for the world much longer. We'll have to pass on that retinue, and there's no one here to do it anymore. Yes, that's a good point indeed, isn't it? Isn't it indeed? So maybe we'll have to find someone to pass them on to. That's a good plan. So we'll get on to that. Obviously, we need to go and clear out northern Italy. There's a little bit of mopping up to do. We haven't really secured it. We've just gone and smashed it up. So that's fine. We'll go move on to Carthage. Spain is absolutely fine, of course. And the Celts need to get a good stabbing or two. So that will come next time. But for now, on this glorious day, we have done things the Appian way, ladies and gentlemen. And that is all one could ever ask for. I'm Thomas. This is Tenacious Human. And this has been our Western Empire Rebels campaign. Thank you, and goodbye. Shoot the flames of death into their eyes. Oh no, we're gonna die! Coward, 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 coward. Stop, sir! You're supposed to die! Run away, run away, run away, run away, run away! Our ballistas can actually shoot our own gates. Okay, let's get on with this battle. Run away.